Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm checking out the iView 7 tablet, available for $39 at Walmart. On the front, it says it has a quad-core processor. I believe it's an ARM Cortex processor, but we'll check to make sure in a minute or so. A 7-inch 1024 by 600 display, 1 gig of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage, a 2 megapixel front and rear facing camera, VGA, and yeah, same old stuff. And then on the back it tells you it has a ARM Cortex A53 1.2 gigahertz processor, and it says here it has a 2800 milliamp hour battery. So that seems a little low, 2800, but then again we'll have to check to make sure. And the specific model number is 769TPC. Let's go ahead and open this. Alright, so here's the tablet itself. Put that to the side. Let's see what else we get. Pretty much plain box. Oh, interesting. You get some headphones in here. They look really crappy though, but hey, nonetheless. Micro USB cable, probably to recharge. Another micro USB cable for wall outlet. This is probably to hook up to your computer, I guess. And then a USB to micro USB adapter. Interesting. And then you have the manual here, of course. Something that I usually never read, and I'm not going to start today. So the color I got was in blue. There's also a black one and a purple one you can pick from. And yeah, let me take this out. Take the plastic out to feel the other plastic. It's just hard plastic pretty much. Seems like the front ports, it's kind of similar to the other tablets I've seen around the price range. So on the top you have the power button, 3.5mm headphone jack or micro USB port, mini HDMI port, and then a micro SD card slot. And then there's a reset button on the back, 2 megapixel rear facing camera, and then you have the speakers here. They're not protruding at all, they're completely flat, so that's kind of nice. Overall, kind of what you should expect from a tablet. Oh yeah, sadly it has the burned screen-like effect. That's pretty disappointing. Oh, and then the front megapixel camera is on. It's right up here, or down here, you can say. Alright, so I got everything set up, and I'm doing a quick benchmark test here with the Antutu benchmark. And two things I noticed right now is that there is no volume control key around. There's no other buttons. Everything's located on one side, so you have to use the on-screen volume controls. Might be a little inconvenient at times, but yeah. And then I put my micro SD card in. It's a 16 gig card, so I put it in and it says I can support this and it can transfer apps to the SD card, but I'm not gonna show you in this video on transferring an app onto the SD card because I have to reformat it. And by the way, this also means like if you do get this tablet and if you put a micro SD card in, make sure it's like cleaned out and everything, because otherwise it'll erase all the data and everything else on it as like a fresh new internal storage for this tablet. First time it gets a score of 24,909. That's actually not bad at all. I'm going to test it 2 more times to see what else we get. So it gets around a 24 to 25,000 score. That's actually pretty decent. It's definitely better than the Voyager 3. The ranking is pretty low, don't get me wrong. Like, the scoring is really low, but for a $50 tablet, well, $40 technically speaking, it's, for what it is, that's a good score. But let's check out a little bit of gameplay. But before that, I want to go ahead and test it with the Geekbench really quickly. It's got a quad-core ARM V8 processor, Mali 400 MP GPU. The resolution is 1024 by 580. That's weird. I'll take that with a grain of salt though, because this thing tends to not be accurate every time. Let me show you that it's running Android 6.0, 6.0.1. Alright, I think it's only been about 5 minutes and the bottom part is starting to get warm already. I don't know if that's something to worry about or not, but we'll see. And so far, let's see, yep, I'm noticing some lag right there. I gotta say, one thing I hate about these small tablets is they use this TFT screen. You know, one side it looks dark, the other side it looks bright. Using it in portrait, you know, if you slightly tilt it, it makes a difference. Like, the colors change and everything, and it feels pretty annoying. It's really an inconvenience more so. If that might be a problem for you, then yeah, probably don't go with this. So this is probably decent for a kid, you know, assuming there's no hazard issue about a battery or anything. Alright, so it looks like this thing is close to dying. Hopefully we can get through this. Also, there's no gyroscope on here. If you want to play Pokemon Go, you probably won't be able to. I mean, you definitely won't be able to, since there's no gyroscope. So far, so good. Even with the Mali 400 GPU. I don't know, Asphalt 8 just does a great job with low-end graphics cards. It's not very demanding, believe it or not. And it looks great, too. Yeah, I can't notice too much lag right now. Yeah, overall it's pretty good, I must say. This has been the first look at the iView Superpad 7. For more information, check the links down below in the description. As always, thanks for watching.